Alright, so far, Wuthering has been great. I was doing the new event quest without realizing it, and it seems that they fixed like problems that I originally had, and a lot of other people had with the story at first. Like the camera angles when dialogue options were there. They wouldn't even be focusing on the characters. It was pretty lazy, like extremely lazy, even for like a gotcha game. You know what I mean? And they fixed that. The main character talks a bit more than usual. Yes, so that's a thing as well. Um, what else? What else? What else? They have a skip button in case you were trying to like just get through it. I heard that they still haven't fixed the first part of the story. Like they haven't redone it yet, which I think is weird since it was like really bad since I remember, or at least it's like it was presented poorly. There you go, it was like presented like really shit. So with the skip button, not only can you like skip the dialogue if you're trying to like get the story a bit quicker, they give you a summary so that you don't miss out on the core details that you should be understanding from it. So that's also a really good change in my part. And the gameplay itself, it's perfect. I mean, shit. I was literally just wall running while I was casually talking to it. Like, this is a normal thing. And if you like just climbing walls with people for some reason, you can still do that. Although it does look a little stiff. Like, why would you even do that? I also have like this Monster Hunter Rise thing. Its cooldown is like a bajillion years, but still. The gliding from Genshin just feels... It's more or less exactly the same. Thought I remembered it being a bit quicker. Then no, it pretty much was exactly the same. Don't know if that'll ever change. But so far I don't really think it needs to, since you have infinite stamina, infinite sprint stamina as long as you're not in combat. Makes going in open world so much less miserable, especially with the echoes for transportation. Or just the characters who can just move quick on their own in general. What? One of them I say moves quick on their own, the other one will probably be Verena. Just because the scents are like halfway across the fucking world, like that's a distance. Look at that. Is that not quicker? Nah, this definitely was still dustier, but like you don't have the stamina quicker. So for like overworld, I'll probably run like Arena, Zhangli, and this. Like, use her with the motorcycle, run around, or just do this. Matter of fact, yeah, let's do it. At the same time, no. Since Verena would hella be taking up stamina too. So I would just, never mind. I would just like replace her with Verena. Because Verena heals and shit. This pretty much. So overall, Wuthering Waves is awesome. I don't know what this is.
大当たり。そちらがデータベースの入り口みたいだ。
I like that the rover's actually like a character.
Just like some weird self-insert that. Alright. Nah, it's dead. I thought it was charging it. So there. Put that on the charger, and I'll put this controller on the other charger.
これもその力だ。一部が水に浸かってしまっている。水位を下げれば先に進めそうだ。謎解きはまだまだ続くらしい。まずは中央にある施設を確認してみよ
The AP voice actors are really good. Ian's voice actor for Rover is also good, but I don't like the one for this first one. It's just they sound like they're prioritizing sounding British over any actual language. What? No way. What?
う。つまり吸音台の後ろ。
Nah, so that as much war for her war
欠けている音の一つのよう
possibly
だ。
could.
装置に入れてみよう。
What? So that's doing that. It's weird. So everything just sort of sounds like she's in a trance.
やっぱり旋律が灯された。側室の下から昇る流昇。鐘を鳴らせとはこのことか。
Quit doing that accidental parkour. Okay.
新しい通路が開かれた。一つ目の謎は解けたようだ。次はそっちか。
Don't want to wet my clothes after I just fell into the water. Yeah, this really is the first part of the story.
破壊されても警戒モードは起動されないようだ。これは次の音刻の情報。何やら方位が示されているようだが、最後の一文は何を意味するのだろうか。西に音があるようだ。よし、これで2つ目ゲット。装置に戻しに行こう。水位が下がり、東と西にそれぞれ竜湖が出現したようだ。他の音刻の手がかりならロックされた。先に他の竜湖を起動させろってことか。
こんな手はどう？
正しいみたい。指示にここまで手が込んでるとは実に霊員らしい。それ反対側の竜湖も解除したみたい。念のため 離れる前に確認してみよう。そっちの音、音刻か。やっぱりここだ。でもまずは投影された現像を探知した。ここは光龍の命綱。3つ目の音刻も入手した。吸音台に戻ろう。新しい足場が登ってきた。道をつなげていこ
う。Whoops. Fucking big dumbass. I was gonna put it in English. I only change the language when it comes to other people. This is like a weird juggling effect, right? Don't make me restart from the beginning. I'll lose my shit.
A hidden passage, as I expected.
Damn it.
That must be the entrance to the database. Part of the building is submerged. I should be able to find the hidden path underwater. It seems... I see. The control panel here does look like a musical instrument, but 5 music notes seem to be missing. So to gain access to the database, I will need to recover the 5 missing notes stored on those sonodiscs. What is that sound coming from behind the symphony? This must be one of the missing notes. Now, how do I connect it with the symphony? Part of the score holder just lit up, as I expected. The drum over there seems to have unlocked. The bell just raised out of the water. So that's what it meant by having the bells guide my path. A new walkway has shown up. I must have solved the first puzzle. It seems I will need to look for more sonodiscs in there. Tacit discords? Inside the city hall? They're not real. There must be some kind of digital simulation. It seems they are the guards here. Interesting how I'm not hearing sirens, despite having destroyed every one of them. I suppose it's telling me where I can find the next sonodisc. I think it mentioned a direction. What does that last sentence mean, though? That sound. It's coming from the west. This is the second sonodisc. I should bring it to the symphony. The water level just dropped again. There's another 2 drums, one in the east and another in the west. I may find more sonodiscs down there. So this is the right way to go. I'm being fed just enough information to work out the puzzle. This does look like Miss Magistrate's doing. The drum on the other side is unlocked. Guess I'll go check on it before I leave. Just to be safe. The music I've just heard. It must be the sonodisc. Here it is. Time to deal with the guards. Jinzhou City Hall is the while the Grand Library holds vital data. Considering how I just took out all those guards, this place is oddly underprotected. If my guess is correct, the Magistrate may have other plans for me. I've retrieved the third sono disc. Time to head back. Another platform. The bells will lead my path. Huh. I'll go work out the passageways. This feeling. I'm being watched. Must be another sono disc. This is the fourth missing note. Almost there. Now the water is all gone. One last note to go. This is the last one. They prepared quite the welcome for me. My station weakness is winding down. The hour is upon us. I have the last sonodisc ready. Time to go back to the Symphondai. Now I should have access to the database. So this is the Grand Library. It's said to hold the answers to every question imaginable. I'm not seeing anyone here. I guess the Magistrate is yet to arrive. Well, it wouldn't hurt to browse the archives for a bit as I wait for her to show up.
Thank you for leading the way, Rover. What a magnificent place to set foot in. Extensive, exhaustive. Oh, how I want to carve the place inside out and blow it all to shreds. Thought you'd seem a bit more surprised. I wonder why. So you've laid a trap for me. Interesting. Do you really think you can trap me here?
You will not escape.
What a shame I can't stay and play with you a bit longer. Till we meet again, dear friends.
You're not going anywhere.
Squeaky, alert!
yourself up to be my prey? Now, it's just the two of us. Still away that irrational anger of yours. I just have a friendly reminder. Seeing is not always believing. Why are you so sure you told me the truth? Don't jump to conclusions so soon. Why can't you place some of that trust in me? Or do I have to crush you to make you behave for once? So you knew I was following you all along, huh? My Elysium only breaks under coordinated attacks from both sides. I can never get rid of all these pesky little helpers around you, can I? So you've joined hands against me with Miss Magistrate here. It does hurt my feelings, you know? You're always so popular.
Are you all right, Rover?
Of course he is. How could I ever have the heart to hurt him? Consider my moment of failure a gift of sincerity, Rover. I trust you haven't forgotten our conversation earlier. Choose me. I'll tell you everything you want. Huh. I see. So she made the move before I could, and told you all of it already. Then as the winners, would you be so kind as to tell me how you set me up?
Now I have retrieved the Magistrate's message for me from the puzzle box. But it only points me to the Grand Library. There's no meeting time. I've solved the puzzle. The discs have been rotated, and the two symbols are now glowing. With this glowing light, a shadow is cast onto two other symbols. The Black Tortoise of the North to the City Hall. And the time reads, the Shikshin of Cho, in the wee hours of the morning.
It's been 3 days. We both made it on time. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Jinshi. It brings me great joy to see you, Rover. An emergency forced me to leave, and I only had the time to prepare some tokens for you. Please pardon my lack of hospitality. Yes. The Sentinel of Jinzhou is currently absent. Correct. The Sentinels guide and guard humanity as a symbol of our civilization. When a region's Sentinel goes absent, chaos is bound to ensue. As this news could lead to civil unrest, please keep it a secret. Jinzhou's Sentinel Jue is being held captive by the Fraxidus. I had to postpone our meeting and put all my effort into finding its whereabouts. Yes, our thoughts are connected, to a certain degree. I can sense its memories, feelings, and surroundings, though not very clearly. Unfortunately, I haven't. I can feel Jue is in danger. The good news is, I have figured out the culprit behind all of this. Precisely. The Fraxidus plans to advance another lament and cause disasters worldwide. Overseer Scar had several objectives upon infiltrating Jinzhou. To track you down, to test your strengths, and to make you join their cause. To abduct Jue and to resurrect the Threnodian in advance. They must have discovered your value, likely from one of Jue's prophecies. If you join them, they'll gain significant power. Should you refuse to join, the Fraxidus will likely want to eliminate you, so you don't get in their way. I have a plan to apprehend Scar. Once we capture him, the Fraxidus won't be that much of a threat to you for the time being. If you are willing to lend us a hand, I will ensure your safety during our cooperation. Thank you for your trust, Rover. Speaking of which, you seem to have already gathered a lot from the tokens. Impressive, Rover. The threat Jinzhou is facing is far worse than meets the eye. One of the Threnodians will soon be reawakened. They are the enemies of human civilizations, born from the dark side of our collective consciousness. We must defeat them to protect all of humanity. We have been doing our best to prevent the disaster, but the Fraxidus is accelerating the Threnodians' revival. Indeed. You have defeated the Crownless and absorbed its echo with your bare hands. It is the tacit discord that embodies the concept of warfare. Resentment of the fallen, fright of the ignoble, those are the emotions that lay ground for its birth. The Crownless is a tacit discord that possesses powers from the reviving Threnodian. Jinzhou is a border city with an unbreakable will and a strong spirit of resistance. However, we also fear the constant wars and loss of life, and the Threnodian can prey on that. You, however, you were able to defeat and absorb a Threnodian-related tacit discord with your bare hands and resonate with other TDs. Meanwhile, Huanglong's records mention a hero with similar powers who saved our nation during the Threnodian War. He is mentioned in literature dating back to Jinzhou's establishment. To uncover your true identity, this could be a helpful lead to pursue. Yes, based on my own deduction, and the prophecies of Jue. You mean the unfinished statue of Jue? I see. Do you mind letting me know what you remembered? Since it's related to our Sentinel, I might be able to help. Rover, the memories of which you speak. As I mentioned earlier, I can resonate with Jue, our Sentinel. Your recollections, they align with what I've witnessed in Jue's memories. Yes, I do remember seeing something similar. I believe it had truly happened in the past. In other words, you may be the person mentioned in our records. The unwavering presence by our sentinel's side, bonded by an unbreakable trust. Resonators tend to live a longer lifespan, but it is indeed unprecedented to live hundreds of years without any sign of aging. So many mysteries about you remain unsolved, and your age is just one of the unknowns. Sorry, but I don't know. Jue's last piece of information pointed to the Northfall Barrens, where you should find the Threnodian. I pray you will find your answers there. A Threnodian is resurrecting, and our nation is in grave danger. This reminds me of the Threnodian War all too much. Perhaps this has something to do with your mysterious appearance in Jinzhou. Not really. I don't plan to believe in a hero showing up out of nowhere and protecting us. I'm just presenting whatever lead I have about your past, as I know it is troubling you. I want to help you, and that is all there is to it. Thank you for considering lending us a hand. Your help is much appreciated. But please, do not feel obligated because of the information I shared. They are my people, and the responsibility to keep them safe should fall on no one else but my own shoulders. I am saying this because I have faith in my abilities, and even more so in the bravery of Jinzhou soldiers and our people. You deserve to make your own decision about this after uncovering your true identity. I appreciate everything you've done for us during the past few days, and perhaps even longer ago. Once it all settles, I am ready to accommodate and assist in whatever future decision
What
you
a
make.
happy guy.
You can leave Jinzhou, or the entire Huanglong if you wish. If you ever need me again, you need only ask. Let's keep this a secret between the two of us. How does that sound? Scar, you are now under arrest for committing multiple felonies in Huanglong. Do you have anything to say?
What do I want to say, huh? While I'd love to tell you another story, I guess that's not what you want to hear. Let's cut to the chase, Madam Magistrate. I'm getting bored already.
Very well. You will answer only our questions from now on.
Sure, why not? What do you want to know? The Threnodians. They hold the key to our ideal. Together, they will bring us the promised true lament. And we will embrace the new world that is bound to come. Sure, why not? What do you want to know? What is the lament? Disaster? Curse? Some kind of punishment? People only see the surface.
I guess they do.
The lament brings death, destruction, and countless reverberations. Reverberations that will be reflected, overlapped, and interwoven during the lament. They will be our salvation. The only path to a new life form and a new civilization.
What's a reverberation?
Sure, why not? What do you want to know?
You kidnapped Jue and revived the Threnodian, accelerating the next lament. This is proof enough that you are the enemy of Jinzhou and all humanity. Stop dreaming you can force Rover to join you. He is our honored guest, and I will not allow any harm to come his way.
Tell him.
How confident you sound. As the Threnodian's resurrection approaches, Jinzhou is barely holding on. How much longer do you think you can keep up this facade?
Thank you for your concern. We have crushed your schemes once, and we can do it again. I have one last question for you. Abducting Jue, stalking Rover, and setting up an ambush in Chicha village. You couldn't have accomplished that all on your own. Unless...
Unless I'm not the only overseer in Jinzhou, right? I have answered all your questions with full honesty. I don't mind you knowing because it won't make any difference. You can try to stop us with all you have, but it's too late to change the course of history. Now, I have one question for you. You seem convinced we caused the disappearance of Jue. What if I told you there was more to it? Would you be curious?
About Jue. What else do you know?
Come closer and I'll tell you, Madam Magistrate. It's a secret for your ears only.
I just have a feeling some, like, spy is gonna come over here and take him out right now.
How dare you! Madam Magistrate,
No. It can't be.
Shocked, aren't you? But there's more. What if I told you your sentinel had made this prophecy a long, long time ago? Your all-seeing sentinel abandons you now, of all times. Need I say more? We're merely adding a touch of extra fuel to the fire that will soon consume all. Rover, care for a wager? I know you've been searching for answers about your past, and I've got news for you.
watch out!
You are one of us, the Black Lambs, and you have been chosen to join us, ushering in the new world. Once you discover what you really are, you will come to us with no hesitation. Fraxidus awaits your arrival with open arms, and I look forward to that day in sincere anticipation.
Sorry, Rover. What he mentioned about our Sentinel is highly sensitive. I cannot disclose it yet, not before verifying it myself. Is it a ploy to create distrust among us, or... I must first find our Sentinel to uncover the truth. Jue is the guardian sentinel of Jinzhou, while I am the final decision maker. Without the assistance of Jue, I cannot guarantee I am always making the best choices for my people. Jue can predict the future, and up to this point, every one of its prophecies have been proven true. While justice may not be universally agreed upon, its decisions have consistently served the best interests of Huanglong. For that, I suppose we will have to talk to it in person to find out.
Kinda like Zhongli.
In addition, Rover, Jue once told me to deliver a message to you, to the Awakened One. When raindrops fall upstream, please head to the Northfall Barrens and seek General Jian of the Midnight Rangers. I suppose so. General Jian is currently battling another TD outbreak in the Northfall Barrens, which will also serve as our front line against the Threnodian. But the ongoing war has made it a very dangerous place to go. Since you won't need to go there right now, not until when the raindrops fall upstream. I know you're here for clues about your true identity, and I don't want you to leave the city empty-handed. Have you heard about the Black Shores, Rover? It's an organization shrouded in mystery, with a secretive membership process and members who usually keep their identities hidden. Upon your awakening, one of their members discreetly contacted me to gather information about you. But please don't worry. The Black Shores developed a special lament prediction system and has established partnerships with countries worldwide. While operating in secrecy, they are not an extremist group like the Fraxidus. They have been monitoring the situation in Jinzhou to provide assistance when needed. Thanks to their extra help, my meeting with you went smoothly. This Blake Bloom is their symbol. The Black Shores members usually wear it on their person. The Black Shores once provided us significant insights into the relationship between the moon and the Threnodians. This time, they've come to inform us a Threnodian is about to resurrect near Jinzhou. Apart from that, I'm not sure what else they may be hoping to achieve. This photo is yours to keep. I will return with Jue shortly, and the Black Shores may be worth your try during this time. Rover, are you all right? I see. The Black Shores must have a deep connection to your past. Since you are likely being closely monitored by the Fraxidus now, I suggest keeping an eye out for the Black Shore members. They could prove to be your valuable allies. I'll do my best to find Jue and tell you everything I learned from it once I return. This is my promise. Yes, please leave it to me.
He may have forgotten his past, but he surely hasn't forgotten how to use a sword. My boy was cooking Scar up!
Sanhua,
Yes, Madam Magistrate.
I will be going on a temporary leave. During my absence, please help me handle my responsibilities in Jinzhou.
Understood. Should I continue protecting that rover?
No need. Both Chan Li and I will be away, and there will be more than enough paperwork for you to handle.
Is Lady Chongli leaving for the capital? Please pardon my intrusion, but he just faced an ambush in the Central Plains. What if...
Regarding that incident, we tried to warn him about the Fraxidus, but they were more cunning than we thought. If he runs into another powerful enemy like Scar, he'll eventually have to confront them on his own. Sanhua, you can place more trust in Rover and me.
Understood. I will. My lady, no matter what happens, my sword is always yours.
She's so cool.
Both the interrogation and my appointed meeting with Rover have already finished.
Scar only needed the two of you as his audience. We already knew what he wanted, and we let him have as much.
He decrypted every message we intended to convey. It's only proper you meet him in person, as the one who crafted those puzzles. Such intricate puzzles. I guess only Rover has the patience to solve them all.
No detail is too small. I'm sure he understands. Besides, not seeing the opponent heightens the thrill of the game. If everything goes according to the prophecies of Jue, I will meet him in person eventually. So, what did our captive from the Fraxidus tell you about Jue?
That Jue had predicted I will have to fight it one day. A fight that will shape Jinzhou's future.
Well, that is unexpected. But you don't seem all that surprised, do you?
Can't say I am. I had suspected as much from our previous conversations, and the message it left me, his words only confirmed it.
Where was it when you last sensed its presence?
It was in Mount Firmament. Unlike Jinzhou City, that mountain is still resting in stillness.
The place where the first people of Jinzhou lived, and where Jue first manifested before us humans. I see.
Fitting end.
I'll find Jue and bring it back as soon as possible.
Or you can bring it
Our
down.
enemies could have planned it as a trap. We have a bigger goal to focus on, remember?
I understand. I will not let anything or anyone disrupt the peace in Jinzhou.
Would you let what you heard from Scar sway your determination?
No. He cannot ever turn me against Jue. If anything, his words only confirmed my theory. I am the magistrate of Jinzhou, appointed by the Sentinel itself. The prophecy speaks of a decisive incident for Jinzhou's future, where I will be a key player. The fight between me and Jue is only a precursor. My job remains unchanged. I will fulfill my duty as Jinzhou's magistrate with my own judgment.
Is that your final answer?
A single strand's neglect births mountainous upheaval. You taught me that, remember? The safest option is for me to go in person.
Very well. Since we are already mid-game, I will let you decide our next move. This time, I shall be a pawn in your hand. Remember, I will always stand by your side, in this crisis or any other.
Am I a player or a mere pawn? I suppose there is no difference at this point. No
That's a
matter what,
difference.
I will do what I must.
There's definitely a difference. Promise. I don't know. That wasn't bad at all. That was fire, in my opinion. That was fire. Matter of fact, I want more. But what I want more than anything, go kick up that. Everything cool, everything cool, everything cool, everything cool, everything cool, everything cool. Yep. That was 38 minutes.